Can we talk here? AI is not going to write your course, not in a way that does justice to your expertise. Now, don't get me wrong, I love AI, and we use AI a lot in my community as a way to enhance your thinking as an expert, as a creator. But in terms of designing a learning experience for human beings, you need to use your own mind, and you need to use the course design formula, which is based on the research into how humans learn best. So let's jump into this and just take an exploration of what this is all about. So what will write your course if AI can't? And again, we can use it, but not to create an outline, because what happens is you create an outline and then it doesn't hold up. It's just not strong enough. It's not deep enough. And I'll show you an example. Let me show you what I mean about the quality of a course created using the course design formula versus a course created using AI. So what happened was I gathered a small group of people just for fun to play my course design formula game, which is a game that allows you to use all the elements of the course design formula very quickly to create anything. And we pulled the topic out of thin air. It was a group of Canadians, so they said winter was the topic. In 1 hour, we came up with this course idea, which was a target audience of teachers, preschool teachers who have never lived in a cold climate, who've moved to Canada, and now they're preschool teachers and they need to get their proper clothing to be ready for their first Canadian snowfall. And we just had a fun time playing the game. And so we structured it as a how-to course with the big ideas you need to understand about winter clothing, and this is more of a cognitive strategy inside of that, like understand where you are, understand who you are, understand what your budget is, understand what makes winter fun. So this is for people who've never experienced cold before. And then we talked about the tools and resources you need, which is the actual clothes you need to have. And then we went into what you need to do to get these clothes with a whole, very organic human-based process, starting with taking stock of your wardrobe and comparing what you have with what you need and talking to other teachers to see, maybe what they still have that they could lend you or give you if they don't need it. Research the prices and then buy what you actually need. And then we had this is the make it work for you piece, what you need to be aware of, learning how to stay safe from frostbite, hypothermia, things like that if you've never experienced cold. And finally, we created this whole social element that kind of emerged spontaneously from our group experience and using the course design formula and thinking about the topic, which was to make it fun, to have them show off their winter clothes, help other teachers out, share what they've learned, share their wins. So this became a very dynamic, clear, fun, interactive course. And as you could see, they would have all the types of clothing they need at a budget they could afford in a way that includes, social elements, and it would be a really great and dynamic program. Now, let's see what the AI version of the same course is. So I gave the same prompt to the AI. And the reason I put this person in the block of ice is that they would have still been cold if they'd taken this course. So this is what the AI spit out. There's no flow, there's no logic. It's just words. It's just words that relate to the topic. So they start with what's hypothermia, what's frostbite, what's wind chill. So if you're a preschool teacher from a warm climate, and this is the first thing you see, you're going to be on the first plane home probably, right? Shopping for winter clothes, again, really, is this an important distinction? No, this doesn't help you shop for winter clothes. Finally, the layering, again, you still have no clothes. And finally, footwear, gloves, and a hat. So as you can see, this is boring. It's lifeless. There's no social element. There's no learning design structure. It's just a bunch of verbiage relating to the topic. Now, can you get better AI outlines than that? You can, but unless you're an expert on understanding what it takes for people to learn the topic, you won't have a way of judging if it's just some words that kind of look related to the topic on a page, or if you're actually delivering a profound learning experience that's got, multiple levels of interaction, like not just the practical and the tangible, which needs to be done really well, but also steps that apply directly to your learner. The frostbite and hypothermia is in here, but it's not the first thing, right? And then finally, the social aspect, which again, human to human, really emerges and makes it dynamic. And remember, we created this course in an hour. I made this landing page later afterwards. Again, it didn't take me very long, but everything that you see here in terms of the outline, we created in an hour playing the course design formula game. So it would take more than an hour to clean up this mess. It would be easier to just start from scratch than to try to clean this up. There's no hope for this. So anyway, that is the point that I'm trying to make. So back to understanding how you can get the help you need to make sure your course is really outstanding. You saw an example of an AI created outline that just doesn't work and doesn't hold up. So the reason it doesn't work is it's not your fault. You're not alone. It's just that by the time you did all the back end, structuring and programming of the AI tools you're using to give you the result you wanted, you could have just directly created the course yourself and it would have been a lot more efficient. So why is that? The reason is that the AI tools we're using do not have your lifetime expertise. And even if you program them to some degree with your input and your expertise, it's not the same as you actually being there to guide the process step by step. Your unique genius demands a transformational learning framework that represents you in ways that are subtle, nuanced, and complex. And notice I read this slide word for word because it's just that important. The whole purpose of your course is to share your expertise with a global audience in a way that does justice to your vision, your creativity, the legacy you want to create. And the expertise for that is in your head. It's not on the internet. As you create your course, you're putting it on the internet, but AI has no way to get into your brain and search your brain. All it can do is support you in searching your own brain, and that's how we'll be using it. So, you're not serving junk food for the mind. You're not serving generic courses that leave people unsatisfied or bored or exhausted or frustrated. Your courses are going to be inspiration for the soul, really healthy, really dynamic, really vibrant, top of the line, top quality. That's what we're going to be creating together. So, no to the junk food for the mind, yes for the inspiration for the soul. So meanwhile, let's imagine that AI was producing some inspirational posters for us, and these are just hilarious. So what do we have here? Stay calm and rebook. I'm calm, but I don't have any idea what rebooking is. Say Coke. Okay, I'll say it, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Remove. Okay, so this is just meant to be humorous, and there are ways, as you can work very hard to get your AI pictures to be better than this. But my point is, why insert a third party that isn't as smart as you are, isn't as wise as you are between your expertise and the people you want to teach? Are you inspired by those inspirational posters? Yeah, I didn't think so. So what is the solution? Well, the solution is to teach like a human because you are one. And, the course design formula is specifically structured to optimize human learning and human teaching. So the next cohort of the Course Design Formula Master Course starts January 14th, 2025. And if you're ready to create an online learning program that truly does justice to the depth and the power of your life's work and your expertise, it's time to come talk to me now. Schedule an enrollment interview. I'll put this link in the notes below this video on YouTube, and I'll email it to you as well. Go ahead and book a half an hour time slot. You go to that link, goOncehub.com/course design formula demo. You will get to the scheduling link, and it will show you all the times I have available between now and the 14th, which, as you can see, is not that much. So hurry and grab a time slot right now that we can use to talk about whether the master course is the right next step for you. And if it is, which of course I hope it will be, then what you need to do to get enrolled. So I look forward to seeing you soon, and I very much hope that we'll be going on a wonderful journey together to explore how to get your expertise out of your head and onto the web in a way that truly shines and truly does justice to the power and the vision and the mission that you're here to share with others through your work. Stay fabulous, and I'll see you soon online.